The super report really is one of the more beautiful parts of Delphi. This report, along with the activity report and the session report, which you should review later, this particular report allows you to pretty much drill down on any information you can imagine. There are several concepts that you need to know first before you can do anything you want. First, these columns that appear in the super report and any columns that you want to appear in the super report can be chosen from this screen over here. Demographic information such as full name, phones, birth dates, various marital status type of things, medical information, the provider, diagnostic codes, facilities referring physicians, insurance coverage information, primary name and address, the name of the insurance company, etc. Managed care statistics, not subject to is the most common one. Total sessions, total charges, days, units, first session, last session. Statements, payments AR, which are the total amount due, etc. Financial totals and system information. Financial totals is very important and is covered in the activity report as to the meanings of these various items. This is quite sophisticated. So the first thing we do in a super report, as you can see here, when the super report loads, it arbitrarily brings up the full name, address, city, state, zip, etc. Although this might be useful, it's probably not why you're here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click on step 1 to erase the items for a new super grid. Now we can pick the columns that we would like to have appear in the grid. I'm going to go with the client's gender, maybe their birth date. If I close the demographic branch, I'll open up the medical, and maybe I would like to see the diagnosis or any other related information. I could ask for the primary insurance, like we saw before, primary insurance name, address. I'll ask for the name of the insurance company. I could do managed care stats, and maybe, like I said earlier, not subject to treatment dates, and pick total sessions. And there's quite a few other items in here. But I just picked these columns, and now I'm going to click on step 3 to build a new grid with that particular information. And after a few seconds, we're going to get the exact columns that we just requested. Name, sex, birth date, diagnosis 1, 2, 3. So that's the first thing you need to know about a super report. You can put anything in these columns. Now that you have information in the columns, we can sort the columns by simply moving the columns. For example, I'm going to grab the primary insurance company name line 1, the top of the column, with my mouse. I'm going to click and hold the mouse button down, move it over to the left side of the screen, and in a second or two I will get the client list sorted by insurance. In this case, we have all of our Blue Cross, Blue Shield, and then sorted by the second column, etc., their names. So here's all the clients that belong to Blue Cross or any other Medicares, Medicaids, whatever it might be. Also, you'll notice at the top of the report there's no insurance listed. These people don't have insurance, but these people do. So we can put anything in the columns, and we can sort the columns in any order we want. Just to get a little weird, we could grab the birth date and move it over to the very beginning. And the people on top are the oldest, the people on the bottom are the youngest. Also, you'll see weird things pop out every now and then. When we just sorted by birth date, we have somebody who's born in 2055. That hasn't happened yet, so this particular client's account has an error in it of a bad birth date. They probably meant to enter 1955. Now, we can put anything in the columns, we can sort the columns any way we want, and now we can finally do a filter. A filter is this button, or like it says, you can simply right click anywhere on the screen. I'm going to right click. This gives me the columns that I've selected earlier, like full name, birth date, primary insurance company, sex, total sessions. I'm going to pick Pry Inscone name line 1, begins with, and then I'm going to type blue and apply filter to get only the clients that have a insurance company that begins with blue. So I now drilled down into just the Blue Cross clients. I also may want to see the total number of sessions, but I don't want to clutter up a report that might have 200 or 300 options on it with people who have no sessions. So I can right click, select and total sessions is greater than 0, apply filter. And now I have only the clients who belong to Blue Cross with whatever other information such as their gender or diagnosis and their total sessions. Also at the bottom of this report you have the total number of sessions. You have the total number of clients, in this case 8. If I go to total number of sessions and click this drop down, this will give me the sum, max, min, count, average, etc. Very much like a spreadsheet. There are some other advanced features which we'll cover in a follow-up video.